are, Pickleball in the Sun. I am Laura Gainor, founder and CEO of Pickleball in the Sun. And this is Nancy Reynolds, my Chief Revenue Officer.
Good afternoon, everyone. Looking forward to the conversation today.
All right. So today I'm just incredibly excited. As many of you know that are connected to me, I've been marketing in the sport for 5 years. I've had my brand truly grow and evolve from when I launched Gainor, my consulting agency, and then Pickleball in the Sun, creating the lifestyle and leisure brand. And now I've had the incredible opportunity of working with a ton of various brands, people like yourselves, into helping grow the sport of pickleball. So today we're going to walk through kind of who we are. So as I mentioned, my brand has truly grown and evolved. And thanks to many of you, many of brands that I've had the chance to work with. But now kind of moving forward into the future of pickleball as we grow with it. As everybody knows, the sport has grown tremendously as well. Opportunities have changed. So something that we're focusing on is our 3 core business pillars, which is brand consulting, corporate retreats, and team building, and brand, venue, and resort partnerships. I've met incredible brands along the way, and these are just some of them. So truly what this sport is, it's grown because of all of these different brands and so many more and so many players, pro leagues, everybody. It doesn't take just one person to kind of help grow this sport. And these are the brands that we've worked with, from Pickleball Magazine, Pickle Roll, Smirnoff, Pickleball Central, venues such as the Yards. We're going to walk through some of these case studies here in the presentation today that we go through and talk a lot about these brands as well. And our value. So as I mentioned, I've kind of helped grow the sport over the last 5 years. And one of those huge opportunities that I had was to work with USA Pickleball, doing all the media relations for the sport right in the midst of the pandemic. And truly why the sport grew tremendously so quickly is because we all wanted something fun and social to do. When I first launched my business, I had no idea what pickleball was, but I had went and brought a few friends in the Chicago area, went and learned how to play. And right away I saw this is fun. This is social. This is fun activity that we can do with our friends. And that's really how the sport is going into today. And these media opportunities was something that was authentic on my part and with our brand. Was I tried to create fun and unique stories. So when media reached out to us, Good Morning America, NBC Nightly News, some of the quick icons that you see there are my son there with our local Nocatee courts. We invited Good Morning America to come to our courts to talk about the story, the growth of the sport. We had NBC Nightly News talking about kids coming into the sport, and we've seen this demographic. I was involved way at the beginning of the USA Pickleball days when we were doing this 5 years ago, the research. What's the pickleball persona? What is the person playing pickleball? And as we all know, that has very much shifted, and now the audience is on average 35 years old. So that age is definitely skewing younger, and these media opportunities tell that fun, unique story. And when you're a partner of Pickleball in the Sun, brands that I've worked with, I've had a great opportunity to get these brands in front of the media. I've become a credible resource within the media world, where they'll reach out to me to say, hey, we're doing a story on pickleball. So with that, brands that we've worked with, such as Pickleball Magazine, OS First, we've had a lot of brands that have been able to, in a fun, unique way, tell their story and be a part of these media opportunities that you see here, and later on can kind of click through and see them in more detail as well. And then Nancy, I know you wanted to.
Yes, so if I could just reiterate what Laura is, the reason why you all are here listening to us today is you'll hear us talk about the 3 R's. This is one of them. This is the reach. This is where you guys are already going to do well. But if you want to see explosive growth or get into new markets, this is part of our value that we bring to you, whether you're a key brand in the market or you're looking to re-engage your existing clients or new clients. But this is truly part of the reach, the social media, and the reach into new markets, especially looking at the audience, or think about vertical markets that you may want to get into. So this is one of those 3 R's, the reach and the reaffirmation of your message. So think for a moment, or imagine a client meeting or your top prospects, if you could bring them all together in a engaging social way. This is why we're here. It's pickleball. Whether you want to do a pop-up pickleball, we have relationships with those partners, with a key partner there. We can put that on a beach. We can put it in a stadium. So think, while we're talking about an upcoming event or something that we want to create together, in April, May, maybe back to summer, or plan for a glow in the dark event next October. This is the value we bring to you with our partners, because truly 1 + 1 here is 3.
Mm-hmm. And really going back to the roots, why I've been passionate about this sport is I've had the opportunity to go back where this sport originated. So people think that over the last few years is when it grew, but really it originated back in 1965. This picture here on the bottom is some of the founding family members. I had the opportunity of sitting at the bar in Palm Springs to really sit down and hear how the story originated, went out to the original court. They made pickleball the official state sport in Washington. And here's some of the stories of way back in the day. So really that grassroots glory, this is why the sport continues to grow. This is how it started. Social, fun, a family that was bored, that really created these rules in a fun way. And now it's incredible to see how far it has gone to this pickleball boom. We have nearly 50 million players across the United States, and it just continues to grow. More and more people, as yourselves, are hearing about it, and brands want to get involved. Here you see the picture of Mama Kelsey, which we'll talk through the Smirnoff events that we've done, and Rob Lowe, Katy Perry event that we did out in Santa Barbara, California. But the sport is growing, and what's incredible too is I always like to think about the founding family and make sure it still has that same grassroots opportunities, knowing that they really are excited to kind of see that all of us are enjoying this. Brands are getting involved. So there's just incredible opportunities to be a part of this growing market. And that 50 million number is key. I mean, the pro pickleball world, I have it up on my TV right now to the other side. The PPA Tour has their World's Championship happening right now. That continues to grow. Right now, it's a small number from that 50 million. We want to get more of those recreational, those amateurs playing in tournaments such as this, and opportunities that Pickleball in the Sun can help you with as well. So quickly, these demographics right now, the sport over the last 3 years has grown by 223%. And again, as I said earlier, that age is skewing younger. So 18 to 34 is actually the fastest growing segment. And the average age now has gone down to 35. I remember when I first got into pickleball, people were kind of laughing like, oh, it's a stigma of like a retiree sport. But obviously, we very quickly seen that decrease, and all of us young people want to get involved. You can play with your kids, your grandparents, your great grandparents. It's really for everybody. And obviously, the spending power is huge right now for pickleball. So why we've seen every brand, I mean, my Facebook feed is full of targeted ads from selling Christmas ornaments with pickleball, custom paddles, apparel. The spending power of pickleball right now is valued at $1.5 billion and is expected to just increase tremendously to 4.4 billion in 2033. And of course, that lifestyle and travel. People want this sport, like myself. I play every morning. We want it to be a lifestyle where it's not just a sport, it's something that we play. People want to go into resorts, destinations. And again, this is what Pickleball in the Sun focuses on as we work with our clients as well. So again, today I want to walk through just a bunch of case studies and opportunity to answer questions as well, as people are wanting to kind of understand the sport better. So Smirnoff, we work directly with Proof Media Mix, which is an experiential agency. I was very fortunate that since I've been marketing the sport for 5 years, when you Google pickleball marketing, up pops Pickleball in the Sun and Bossberg Gainor. And I had the incredible opportunity to join the Proof Media Mix team on helping on these Smirnoff Smash pickleball experiences. They're wanting to promote their Smirnoff Smash vodka soda, and having these lifestyle events to where they had a pop-up pickle roll court. As you see the pictures here, the first event that we did was Super Bowl, to where they sponsored Super Bowl. We had a pop-up event inside Resorts World. We had the tailgate right outside of the Super Bowl. Then we moved to South by Southwest, BETX, Desert Smash, and of course, Drew Brees NOLA Pickle Fest. So the power of having these fun experiences, celebrity influencers, and product sampling. We gave away fun pickleball Smirnoff swag. We had custom Smirnoff pickleball paddles that you can see here as well. And then we had, as you can see the picture, Lance Bass, Sweetie. So Smirnoff does an incredible job bringing in a lot of influencers, celebrities to be a part of their events as well. And you can see kind of below our heads there is Red Foo playing at the Desert Smash event out in California as well. And where's my slide? Katy Perry's Firework Foundation. This was one of the events, and just in general celebrity events. So Katy Perry had her Firework Foundation event out in Santa Barbara, California, benefiting her Firework Foundation. Again, she had her fiance, Orlando Bloom, Kate Hudson, Megan Trainor, James Valentine out there playing. So what she did was she created a great unique experience where she brought in sponsors such as Celsius to be a part of the event, to have this great experience for her guests. They had a celebrity tournament. Other guests got the chance to play with the celebrities, and overall just a fun experience. I know Ellen DeGeneres was at her most recent event, and bringing those products into place. Stanley was there. You had custom Firework Foundation Stanley water bottles, and of course all the media attention that comes from having these celebrity events. They had pro players. Thomas Wilson was there at the first year event to play. They had Maggie and Mary Brasha. So we're just really getting the pro pickleball players involved, as well as celebrities, influencers, and their guests as well. And one key event that was one of my favorites was when OS First, our exclusive sock of Pickleball in the Sun, we went to June Diane Raphael's Galentine's Day tournament out in Los Angeles, to where she had Emma Watson playing pickleball. General guests had the chance to sign up to pay to play with these celebrities, to have the opportunity to play with them, against them. And then they had some really fun experiences where you can shop right there on the court. That bottom picture there shows the Toluca Lake Country Club there, where they had a pop-up pickleball court right there on the tennis court, to where Paul Scheer was on the mic, fun comedy. They had Retta was in the audience as well. So a lot of great opportunities there with the celebrities, on-site events. OS First, we were handing out Stephanie Lee, who's on the marketing team at OS First. We were handing out OS First socks. So again, just making a memorable experience and making your brand a part of that memorable experience, and these celebrity opportunities. And as we know, these celebrities, they're looking for indoor clubs to play, venues. They love hosting events, being a part of the sport, investing in the sport. So these case studies are just a great way to show you, hey, how can we get our brand involved with celebrities that perhaps already endorse your brand, as well as new opportunities as well. And this is one of the most popular, I know, opportunities that we had with Pro Sports League. So when I launched my pickleball marketing newsletter a little over a year ago, I did that because I had people constantly reaching out, seeing these opportunities. Like I think the custom Tampa Bay Rays paddle that you see there in the top left, that was one of the very first pro sports events that we had done, where they had a custom paddle, a fun experience at the ballpark. And people were constantly like, hey, we want to do this, we want to do this. But as we say that the sport has shifted so fast, even since that, a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, the sport has shifted, where now there's so many opportunities that it's easier to make custom pickleball paddles. So now how do we go beyond those opportunities? Yes, they boosted ticket sales. So we had, here's the Jaguars pickleball paddle. They offered a custom ticket promotion, to where you got a ticket to the game, you got a custom paddle. Everyone loves that. But now how do we build upon that? How do we add to these pro sports teams to do an experience? You can see there for the Miami Marlins, Anna Lee Waters was there. So bringing in pro players, celebrities, a pop-up pickleball court, such as the Pickle Roll court. Miami Marlins did that outside of the concourse. So adding on to that experience, that's something that Pickleball in the Sun, we're going to be continuing to do with our clients, and bringing that expertise, those connections, those brands. And as I said, the custom paddle opportunities. I'm very fortunate to be very close with a lot of the brands, the partners that are really helping to grow the sport, and bringing them along with. So it's a very seamless, it takes out the kind of the research and, hey, who do we work with? What do we do? Just come to Pickleball in the Sun. I'm happy to introduce you to, hey, here's the brands that are really doing it right. They'll do it well, making sure it's done on time, properly. Because we know in the events world, in live broadcasting world, you never know kind of what things are going to kind of go awry. So you want to make sure you have those team members that can get it done well and properly as well. And individually OS First. So something that I've taken great pride in over the last 5 years is I love working with great people. And OS First is definitely one of those. I've worked with them even since my USA Pickleball days, when USA Pickleball was a client, helping them grow the sport. OS First has been evolved in the ride of the growth of pickleball since the very beginning. Well, 5 years ago beginning, but since the very beginning in our lives. But so we work directly with OS First, their exclusive sock of Pickleball in the Sun. And I generally love working with their team. They are fun and creative. They think outside of the box. They have sponsored the PPA Tour. They're now the official sock of Major League Pickleball. So they see these incredible opportunities to where, hey, how can we connect to the sport? How can we get into the pro audience? But then also, since they come from running, they come from those influencers, those authentic, genuine people. Now they're bringing in and have been bringing in authentic, genuine people on the pickleball side to promote their official pickleball sock. And they're incredibly comfortable, and I wear them, of course, every day. Here's my OS First pickleball socks. They're fun, they're bright, and I always bring them out to our local Nocatee courts, and everyone loves it. And they very quickly see that they're comfortable. So again, it's great products, it's great people. And with pickleball, it's a marketer's dream. We skew all age levels down to younger to older demographics. So everybody wants to get in front of this pickleball audience because everybody wants to, once they hear the word pickleball, they get excited. So OS First has done an incredible job. As I mentioned, we were out that June Diana Raphael event. I bring them along for like our destinations and experiences. So as I showed earlier, when we have our pickleball partners, we bring them along for all of our opportunities. So as we go out to a resort, the Boca Raton, the Trade Winds over in St. Pete, I bring along all my partners, say, hey, this would be a great opportunity for you. We're having a girls' weekend. Or, hey, this corporation is having an event at the Boca Raton. We want to make sure that you're involved. So these are opportunities, exclusive partnerships. Pickleball in the Sun will be continuing to add on more and more to be announced. And then me helping with content and media relations. So our team we're very well connected since I've worked a lot with the media personnel over the last 5 years to kind of say, hey, have a story coming up, or what are these opportunities? Or media people reach out to me constantly and say, hey, we're covering something on pickleball. Can you provide insights, thought leadership? I like to bring along all those partner brands along the way as well. And then, of course, one of my very faves is Pickleball Magazine. So Pickleball Magazine, I've worked with them again since the kind of the very beginning, with contributing to content, as well as kind of helping with their social media content as well. And when there's different opportunities, my most exciting moments have been working directly with the editor, Julie Tallarico, on bringing in those cover stories. So the Maren Morris example there. Maren Morris had tweeted that she was playing pickleball on tour right next to her tour bus. And so I had take a shot in the dark. I reached out to her and I said, hey, we would love to cover you on the cover of Pickleball Magazine, do an interview, talk about you playing pickleball on tour right next to her tour bus. She said yes, and I got a chance to talk directly to Maren Morris, creating this fun, unique cover story that then got on Jimmy Kimmel. You see the picture there, Jimmy Kimmel and Maren Morris, and my most pride moment out of that was they talked about pickleball and the cover story for 10 minutes. I think Jimmy was trying to kind of almost making fun of it, trying to get her to kind of think like it wasn't a big deal, but Maren Morris just sat there and she's like, yes, I'm on the cover of Pickleball Magazine, and was like incredibly proud of it. And they talked for a full 10 minutes on that segment about her passion for pickleball, how her team plays. Maren loved the fact that she got to kind of step away from work for a minute just to kind of go have fun with her team on tour. So creating these fun, authentic stories, and Pickleball Magazine does an incredible job of that. And I write the destination feature. Julie has a full team of writers and contributors that are constantly contributing content in the magazine, advertisers, partners. So the magazine is still a true opportunity, great opportunity to get your brand in front of an audience and to continue to grow with the sport as well. So you can see more features on pickleballmagazine.com, of course. Subscribe and get a lot of our content that we write. And then whenever you have a story recommendation or want to advertise, definitely reach out and can easily introduce you to Julie as well. And I'm hoping that this is all. And media moments. So media moments, as I mentioned, the Maren Morris, Jimmy Kimmel opportunity. It's not just a game. This is a cultural phenomenon that the media always wants to be involved in. They always want to be a part of it. You saw the Good Morning America feature there. While we were at Desert Smash for Smirnoff Smash, we had the opportunity to interview with the media there. And something what you get with Pickleball in the Sun too is this authentic voice, me being a spokesperson for your brand, whatever it may be. So in that moment, being there on site, being there to kind of talk about what is pickleball, and something that we do a lot is we partner with a lot of agencies, PR agencies, me helping them, because your brand doesn't do well if all of the agencies that are kind of on your team know the sport, they know it well. So I help a lot of agencies to kind of educate their team members, better understand what the sport is, where the opportunities are, where you should sponsor, reviewing proposals. If they got a proposal from a certain event, sponsorship, whatever it may be, take a look at it and kind of take away that guessing game, that research, working directly with Pickleball in the Sun from that brand consulting side to help them better understand where the opportunities lie as well. And I lead to our services. So from, as I mentioned, the brand consulting, where I saw this huge niche and why I created the world's first pickleball marketing agencies. Again, right away from the beginning, I saw this huge opportunity to use my marketing background, my event planning background, and really tailor my services to being specifically a niche for pickleball marketing. So brand consulting, helping with strategic marketing planning, targeting campaign development, whether that be you want to do a large event, just an online promotion, whatever it may be, brand activation and experiential. That's my sweet spot. I love the sport. It's just entertaining, fun, social. And where those opportunities lie. And it might not necessarily be a tournament. I think in the past, a lot of people see these opportunities to where, hey, we're going to do a tournament, but really, which is our second business pillar, is the corporate retreats and team building. At the end of the day, people really just want to play pickleball. A lot of fundraisers and so forth do pickleball tournaments, events, but really it's just as simple as, hey, let's rent out some courts. Let's look at what venue is the best for you to have a 3-day corporate retreat or a 1-day team building event. And then brand, venue, and resort partnerships. Those are the partnerships that people are on my team saying, hey, these are the resorts that we know do well. This resort has 3 courts. So yes, it's going to be great for an event for 10, 30 people, but hey, you have 300 people on your company that really wanted to go do a fun getaway. We want to go down to the fort, to where, they have multiple courts, more than 30 courts, at their venue, to where, hey, yes, we can tailor 300 people to be there, over to the JW Marriott in Phoenix. We have those relationships. We have that history, that education, to work with a lot of these brand, venue, and resorts partnerships. So as I said, I'm excited to add more brands, to be part of our partners, such as OS First, to be announcing in 2025 some others to where they come along with us. So when we have these corporate retreats, you check in at the Boca Raton, you get a great welcome bag that has Pickleball in the Sun, you get OS First socks, you maybe get a Yola paddle, and a custom paddle with your brand logo on it. So all these opportunities, and I'm just excited. Again, all of us grow this sport together. All of us partner together to be a part of fun of this ride. And I've had mostly fun along the way the last 5 years, because I've just kind of grown and evolved with it. I've shifted. All of a sudden I might go in one direction and all of a sudden a brand reaches out to me for something else. So we're all growing, we're all evolving, and it's going to continue to change, and it will look different even a year from now as more and more indoor venues open up. There's more places to play indoors, especially down here in the South. In Chicago, we get indoor venues that are opening. On that note, we have a Chicago event for Smirnoff coming up, so make sure you subscribe to our newsletter. We'll be at SPF Chicago, November 20th. So there's a great opportunity to see a pop-up event there, but making partnerships and relationships with these venues. So again, we take the guesswork out of you. We know exactly where the best event location would be for you to host, and our team will make that the best experience possible for your team as well.
So team, as we close, this webinar was about us telling you and getting you to think and imagine about new prospects and clients. We want to harness the power of pickleball, and certainly under Laura's leadership, we've done that. So we're going to ask you and leave you with a few things. One, think about over the next 6 to 9 months, because if we do work with you, we want to do it first class and do it right once. Think about a client or a prospect or a philanthropic charity that's important to you, and call us to engage us, and we'll help you navigate the landscape, but more importantly, harness the potential and chase the 3 R's, right? Revenue, reach, and reaffirmation of your message, of your reputation, of your client base. So our ask, and Laura, I'll turn it back to you, is here's some next steps. Reach out to us. We're here for you, and we're here to make you even better than you already are.
And I don't know if the deck is kind of going through here properly on the screen, so I apologize for that. You maybe just heard us talking and not seeing the slides. But yes, absolutely subscribe in our newsletter. These slides are going to be online. We'll post something online so you can see this full presentation, the full speaking opportunities, and really just want to leave it open to reach out to us. We're happy to help all different brands, as well as resorts, venues. We want to partner with everybody to kind of bring them along on this ride. And authentically, I've just had an incredible time helping to grow the sport, working with a lot of people. So very quickly, you can subscribe on pickleballmarketingnews.com to get this newsletter. I'll send out the next one tomorrow, and I'll have these details, this presentation in there as well. So feel free to reach out with any questions. And we're excited to announce some new partners here in 2025 and save the date, as I said, November 20th for the Smirnoff event. And we're excited to see everybody at SPF Chicago.